So we're going to talk about prime factorization today. And if we're going to talk about prime factorization, one of the things we need to understand first is what is a factor. So factors are two numbers that can be multiplied together to give us whatever the number we're trying to find. So for example, if we're talking about the factors of 20, we're thinking what can we multiply together to give us 20? So if we're going to list out the factors, I would start with, all right, well, I could do 1 times 20. So 1 and 20 are both factors of 20. I move on to, all right, I typically just kind of work my way up. I start with 1. Let's move on to 2. Well, 2 times 10, that works. So 2 times 10 are factors. What about 3? 3 doesn't multiply to give me 20. I know 3 times 7 is 21, so no. What about 4? 4 times 5 is 20. And that's it. I'm out of factors now. There's no more. So the factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So let's try and list some factors here. What about the factors of 10? I could do 1 and 10. I could do 2 times 5. 3 doesn't go into 10. 4 doesn't go into 10. And now I'm back to 5, so I'm done. There's only 4 factors of 10. 1, 2, 5, and 10. What about 24? 24 has actually got a lot of factors. I could do 1 times 24. I could do 2 times 12. 3 times 8. 4 times 6, and 5 doesn't go into 24. But you can see 24 has got a lot of factors, and that's actually why we do 24 cards, because there's a lot of ways to get 24. That's why the cards are fun to do, because there's so many possibilities. And then finally, let's do 100. So we're going to list the factors of 100. I would do 1 and 100. I could do 2 times 50. What about 3? Well, 3 doesn't go into 100. And there's a trick to know if 3 goes into a number. If you add up the digits of the number and that's divisible by 3, then 3 goes into it. For example, like 24, 3 went into 24 because we know 3 times 8. And look, if I added the digits, 2 plus 4, that's 6. Does 3 go into 6? Yes. So 3 goes into 24. What about 100? If I add the digits, 1 plus 0 plus 0, that's just 1. 3 does not go into 1. So no, 3 does not go into 100. What about 4? Well, I know 4 times 25. What about 5? 5 times 20. And then what about 6? 6 doesn't go in 100. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no. 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Notice, though, I only list 10 once. So when you're talking about listing out the factors, if it's a number that gets multiplied by itself, like 10 times 10, you only list it one time. All right. I want you to try to list the factors for these 3 on your own. So what I want you to do is pause the video now and try to list out the factors for 54, 7, and 25. All right, again, pause it, list them out. All right, you should have listed out the factors for 54, 7, and 25. So if I do 54, it would be 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and 18, 6 and 9. A lot of people miss 3 and 18 when they're doing it. What about 7? 7 only has 2 factors, just 1 and 7. That's it. And then 25's got 1 and 25, and then 5, because 5 times 5, and that is it. All right, we're going to stop this video right there. There will be a couple more videos, I think.